live in a row on YouTube. Today, I'm going to be recording a quick entry into the Stand Creator Team's Dare to Dream Challenge. And this is going to be really fun. And I'm just going to do it one shot because I probably had so many thoughts before I was about to record this. And I just wanted to do this because, not because for the prize necessarily, but more important for our kids to understand that you can do it. Doesn't matter what other people think. So let's go for it. Because you got nothing else to lose. You only got one life to live. So today, if you were to ask ChatGPT, what is the best podcast to learn about affordable housing investments and who is it hosted by, you will get our podcast that shows up. But it wasn't always like that, right? We didn't show up on Google Gemini by accident or ChatGPT by accident. The first month when I started the podcast in October of 2022, we had 15 downloads. And I'm pretty sure that was just like my mom clicking on that podcast and supporting me. And I share a little story with you about my parents. My parents came from China with $1,000 in their pocket. My mom's first job, she made like $3 an hour. We lived in a 2-bedroom home with 9 people and cockroaches, rats, you name it, it was all over the place. And my mom tells me the story all the time because one night she saved up $5,000 and she was getting ready to bring that $5,000 back home to China to repay her relatives. Well, that night we got robbed. And I don't know if you can imagine losing your entire years of salary in one night, but that's what happened to my parents. And my mom would always say, Kent, bad things, horrific things happen to good people, but it's about how you bounce back that matters. And she said the only thing that kept her going was that she had hope. And that hope came from being on a wait list for an affordable housing rental. When she got that home, she waited for 3.5 years, but when she got that home, she was so relieved. She was so grateful. And that's why I'm on a mission with a dream to create the largest affordable housing investment community in the United States because no kid ever has to feel less than, no parent ever has to feel less than because of where they live. And we don't need more information for us to take action, for us to inspire and help other people. What we need is community. So my goal is to go across the United States, especially for all the guests that we've interviewed on the Affordable Housing Podcast, and show you exactly who their team is, how they found those properties, how they renovated properties, how they found those needy families to put into one of these affordable housing rentals so that you can understand how you can help others with your time, your energy, your resources across the United States. So I would hope you would join me on this mission. Have an amazing day. All right. So that's going to be in one shot my entry for the Dare to Dream Challenge. And hey, I just want to do it in one shot. I don't want, the reason I did that in one shot is because I want my kids to feel and understand what it's like to not overthink. I hope they look back at this video one day and they say, wow, Dad, why'd you share that story? That seems so personal. Or, wow, Dad, that's so cringy. And I probably thought about weeks before posting this or even think about entering the challenge. But I think what's more important is that the people that we get to help with the Affordable Housing Podcast is so much more important than who I am and what I think of myself or what I think other people might think of me when record this and create this. So hopefully it's helpful for everybody. Again, I hope you will support us on this challenge. And I guess it helps that we've been going live for 854 days in a row because that just helps me get very comfortable talking to the camera, not too much prep, just using what I had. And hope my kids see this someday and feel a little inspired that they can do whatever they really put their mind into. As long as they want to be the best, and as long as they're driven by a story that, or reason, or a passion, or a mission that keeps them moving forward, even when things get hard, even when you only have 15 supporters that first month. All right. Hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 855. We're going live.